Mr. Graham, homework help! You get homework help. Let's start. Welcome, guys. You should be on page 92. Today's, or this week's homework is helping you review your algebra concepts. Tonight, we're just going to take a look at numbers 1 through 3. A nice, easy start to our shorter week. I'm going to put on some time for the blah, blah, blah timer. Make sure I don't blah, blah, blah too much. And please raise your hand, participate when you feel like you can. Number 1. Which number is both a factor of 60 and a multiple of 6? So this question is like double trouble. I see 2 hands up already. 3, 4, 5. Mia is still keeping track of hand raising points, I think. So 5 is a good start. Oh, 6, 7, 6.5 maybe. So first of all, a factor and a multiple at the same time. Let's look at our options. And for each one, we got to ask ourselves, is it a factor of 60? Is it also a multiple of 6? Remember, a factor, like a factor of 12, for example, 3 and 4 are factors of 12. Because 3 times 4 equals 12. So if you can use the numbers to multiply to get that answer, that means it's a factor. Multiples are different. A multiple of 12 isn't 3 or 4. A multiple of 12 is like if you counted by that number. So 12, 24, 36, those are multiples. So now that we've talked about that for 2 seconds, which one of these numbers is both a factor of 60, multiple of 6? Raise your hand if you can say either yes or no for letter A.
Yes.
Oh, raise your hand and we'll discuss it. Chop things up. Jasmine's been waiting pretty patiently.
No.
What's wrong with A?
Because 10 is not a factor. It's not a multiply of 6.
It's not a multiple of 6. Think about it. Counted by 6s. 6, 12. Oh, already skipped 10. 10 is no good. What about B? What do you guys think about B looking down at our list of options? Not that many hands in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. 5.5 maybe. I don't know what this means. Alright. People who are watching this don't really see what I see, but trust me. If you can see what I see, you'd make the same sound. What do you think, Danny?
Yes, because when you add 6, the 6 will equal 12. It won't go past 12.
So that means it's a factor or a multiple?
Multiple.
You're right. He's right. That's step 1. If you count by 6s, you will hit 12. So it is a multiple, but is it a factor also, Danny? Is it a factor of 60 at the same time? Has to be both. Can't be one, has to be both. Danny's looking at me like, oh, I didn't think about that. I can tell. The thing is, Danny, you're correct. But you would have been correct by luck, which won't always help you. You have to know why 12 is a factor of 60. It is. Is it? Does 12 times something equal 60? If it does, and it's definitely a factor. Destiny? What? Wait, did you think I was going to ask you what? Prove it. Prove it's a factor. Brianna?
5 times 12 equals 60.
5 times 12 equals 60. Therefore, 12 is a factor. If you can use it to multiply to get there, then it's a factor. B is correct. This one I'm going to start you off with, but not finish it for you. A local cable TV company charges $4 for older movies and $8 for current movies. Okay. So 4 for older, 8 for current. You know, old, current means newer movies. Plus a monthly fee of $30. Jeez. In July, Kendra ordered 5 older movies. If they cost 4 for an older movie and she got 5 of them, what math is that? So?
Times.
And 3 current movies. What do I do with that 3? Where does that go? What do I do with that 3? None of that 3 is important. Ivan?
8 times 3.
You're right. So that's how much a current movie costs. Which equation shows how much Kendra paid the cable company for the month of July? Now look at all we wrote down here. We know we have to do this multiplication, this multiplication. Heck, we also know that the stupid cable company makes you pay a monthly fee of plus 30. But which one of these equations matches the work that we know we have to do? It's not all of them. Look carefully. We're actually going to skip to the end now. I'll let you guys work on that later. This one's the toughest one. Because it has, well, so far. Because it has a little table you have to fill in. Sometimes tables scare kids. Don't worry, in the next, how much time we have? In the next 3 minutes, I'll make sure it doesn't scare you anymore. So Tony's like, did you know that Tony is short for Anthony?
Right?
Yeah, Tony is short for Anthony. A couple people used to call me Tony in high school, but I didn't really like it. So. I like Anthony better. Anthony, I like my full name, not a little short little, hey Tony. Like, no, Anthony. Say the whole thing. All right. Anyway, Tony needs to buy hot dogs and hot dog buns for his cookout. He decides to get 24 of each. So not 24 of what? Both. 24 hot dogs. So I'm just going to go ahead and put H for hot dogs. It better equal 24. And buns, that also better equal 24. Better equal 24. That's how much I need. What's the point of having 24 buns and like 50 hot dogs? You're not having enough buns. Some people won't do what with their hot dog? Just grab by the meaty part and just eat like a. That's weird. That's weird. No, use a bun for goodness sake. A package of 8 hot dogs costs $5. A package of 6 buns costs $2. Fill in the blank to find out how much he will spend for hot dogs and buns. Okay. So there's something you can do to help yourself right away. And it's right in this little part of the table. You should probably write a number right here. How many hot dogs do you get when you buy a package? It says so right there in the details. Gabriel? 8. So I'm going to write an 8 right there. How many buns do you get in a package? It says so right there in the details. Eric?
6.
6. Now what are we trying to reach again? How many hot dogs and how many buns? We're trying to get to, Hamma? Well, you said it with your fingers, I just want you to say it with your words.
Okay,
24, because the video can't see your fingers. 24. So if 8 hot dogs come in a package, how many do we need to get to 24? Right? I'm not going to tell you, but I think it's pretty obvious what you might put there. And if 6 buns come in a package, how many of those do we need to get to 24? I'm not going to tell you, but I think you might be able to figure that out. However, there's one more part to this problem. Now they want to know how much it costs. How much it costs. Well, forget this part for a second when you're at the end. And think about it. Uh-oh, I better wrap this up. It's going to be whatever number you put there to get to 24 times the cost. So how much do hot dog packages cost? So you're going to do times 5 equals something. And how much do bun packages cost? Times 2 equals something. So stick with me now. We need this to help equal 24. Then we need to multiply whatever that is times the money. Then once we get the money, we got one more thing to do. We got to find the total, which means we're going to add these two final things together. This is the biggest problem in your homework. Mr. Graham didn't do it for you, but he did give you a lot of help. All right, we're over the time. That means we got to be quiet. Everybody say bye, class. Bye.